Hey friends, it's Miss Coburn. Today I'm going to read your Storyworks story to you called The Popsicle Stick Bridge. So, here we go. Miss Juniper has asked everyone to pair up for a special project, building a bridge out of popsicle sticks. Last year I would have run right over to Mackenzie Martin, but she moved away. Mackenzie and I were a good fit. She liked to talk and I liked to listen. Now I'm stuck. I'd like to ask Marcy Gomez to be my partner, but April Lee rushes over to Marcy and practically tackles her. April gives everyone the evil eye, like, don't even try to get next to Marcy, because she's mine. All mine. I stay in my seat. Everyone else whirls around me. There's a brand new girl in our class, Veronica Roy. Maybe I'll end up with her. But Janice Dell gets to her first. Janice wears clothes with a lot of sparkles. Within minutes, everyone is paired up, except for Robert Mikowski and me. Miss Juniper says, Robert, Cassandra needs a partner. Pull a chair up to her desk. Robert has something crusty on his mouth. Yuck, it's purple. Probably grape jelly from his breakfast. Miss Juniper passes out a pile of popsicle sticks and a bottle of glue to each team. Try to make the strongest bridge, she says. Tomorrow we will have a contest to see which bridge can hold the most weight without breaking. Robert shoves some popsicle sticks my way. Glue them together like this. He uses 7 of his sticks, making 2 triangles with the point up and 1 in the middle with the point down. These will be the sides of our bridge, he says. Later we connect my set of triangles to his, using a few sticks along the bottom. That leaves 4 sticks for the top. We glue them on, leaving gaps between the sticks. I check out Marcy and April's bridge. Theirs is tall, topped by 6 sticks. I look at Veronica and Janice's bridge. They have 1 stick at each corner and 18 sticks across. I decided that Robert is the worst popsicle stick partner in the world. So, what do Cassandra and Robert have to do for their project? I want you to pause this video and think for a moment. So what do Cassandra and Robert have to do for their project? They have to build a bridge with popsicle sticks to see who's holds the most weight, right? So they're going to see who's can hold the most on top without it breaking. All right, so a laugh at lunchtime. At lunch, my usual seat is taken. I always sit at the end of the girls' table beside sparkly Janice, but the new girl is there today. I was last in the lunch line, so no seats are left. A space is open at the boys' table, though. Crusty-faced Robert sees me standing there and looks sadly over at the full girls' table. He scoots over to make room for me. I slink over and sit down. I can't believe I'm sitting at the boys' table. All at once, the boys go quiet. They can't believe I'm sitting with them either. I hear April shout, "Knock, knock!" "Who's there?" Marcy asks. "Banana." "Banana who?" "Knock, knock." "Who's there?" Marcy asks. "Banana." The banana stuff goes on for a while until April finally says, "Orange." "Orange who?" Marcy asks. "Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?" asks April. Then April laughs hysterically, like she is the funniest person in the world. "Knock, knock," I whisper. "Who's there?" Robert asks. "Orange," I say. "Orange who?" "Orange, you're glad you're not sitting next to April Lee," I answer. Robert smiles a purple-crusted grin. So why does Cassandra sit at the boys' table with Robert? Pause this video and think for a moment. So why does Cassandra sit at the boys' table with Robert? Well, she sits at the boys' table with Robert because there's no more seats left at the girls' table, right? She didn't really want to. She wanted to sit in her usual spot beside Janice. But it was taken by the new girl, right? So she had to sit at the boys' table. All right, the worm rescue. Last year, Mackenzie and I would sit together on a ledge and talk during recess. Now I am all alone, so I walk around the playground, keeping my head down. It rained earlier, and worms are wiggling all over the gray asphalt. It's sunny now. If the worms are left on the playground, they will dry up and die. I gently pick one up and bring it to the grass. I let it go. I do this again and again. Suddenly, Robert is walking beside me. "What are you doing?" he asks. "Rescuing worms," I say. Robert starts to rescue worms too. We don't talk, but it's nice not to be alone. When I get home from school, I catch a glimpse of myself in the hall mirror. I see that there's a crusty brown patch beside my mouth. It's chocolate pudding from lunch. So how are Cassandra and Robert helping the worms? Pause and think for a moment. So how are Cassandra and Robert helping the worms? They're taking them from the sidewalk and they're putting them in the grass, right? So they will have ground to dig in and they won't die, right? All right, so a perfect partner. The next morning, I expect to watch Robert and my popsicle stick bridge get decimated. Miss Juniper starts with April and Marcy's bridge. She sets a small tray on the top of their bridge. She puts one weight on it. The weight is silver and small, but heavy. Nothing happens. Then she puts a second weight on their bridge. Miss Juniper puts a third weight on. Crack, snap, crash. April's face falls along with her bridge. Miss Juniper tests the other bridges. The best holds 11 silver weights. Robert and I are last. Miss Juniper places the tray on top of our bridge. She puts one weight on. Our bridge is still standing. She puts another weight on. Still standing. I'm feeling hopeful. After 11 weights, I cover my eyes. If it can hold one more, Robert and I will break the record. Everyone gathers around. I'm not courageous enough to peek between my fingers, but then I hear clapping. My hands fly away from my eyes. We broke the class record. Robert holds up his hand. I slap it. Congratulations, Miss Juniper says. She says that our bridge has a good base. It was Robert's idea, I say. But Cassandra was a really good gluer, Robert says. I realize that not only do I have the best popsicle stick partner in the world, but the nicest one too. So what happens with Cassandra and Robert's bridge? Pause and think for a moment. So what happens with Cassandra and Robert's bridge? It stays, right? It doesn't crash under the weights, and they win the record, right? So they built the strongest bridge. All right, finally, a friend. Right before lunch, one of the girls in my class throws up and has to go home. I feel bad for her, but it means there is room for me at the girls' table. As I walk toward the girls' table, my eyes meet Robert's. He smiles. I stand frozen. Then I take a deep breath. I go over to where he is sitting. Knock, knock. Who's there, he asks. I say. I'm a who? I'm gonna sit here if you don't mind. Robert scrunches up his face like he's thinking really hard. I feel my cheeks get red in total embarrassment. I made a mistake. What if he tells me to go away? Knock, knock, he finally says. Who's there? I ask. Donut, he says. Donut who? Donut mind if you do. So where does Cassandra decide to sit at lunch? Pause and think for a moment. So she decides to sit at the boys' table, right, with Robert, even though there was a seat open at the girls' table. And she does this because she made friends with Robert. And that's why that part is called Finally a Friend. So I hope you enjoyed that Storyworks story. And that's it. Bye, friends.